Hey everybody, this is going to be my sort of a history video of how I got to where I am, and then I'm going to do a separate one with a little progress video and talk about disease and stuff. So this is just a running list, a calendar of how I got to, I think we're on Saturday, June 5th. I haven't changed my board up there. Sorry about my shoulder. This snap is broken on this gown. So if you don't know me, introduce myself again. I'm Dr. Shelley Stack. I am a dentist, not an MD. This is my personal journey with a diagnosis of acute myeloid leukemia. It's very recent. And I'm doing these updates for my family and friends so they can see me and see how I'm doing, because I have been very blessed to have cultivated an enormous community of support, and I want to be able to keep them updated as much as you want. If somebody randomly on the internet finds this helpful, okay, probably not this one. But so the initial concern was May 3rd. I had my teeth cleaned, and there was a little bit more bleeding than normal. But because I work with excellent hygienists, they're very thorough. They do a good head and neck exam. So I know there were no lymph nodes swollen that day. None. And then over the next couple of days, my gums got swollen and irritated. My throat got sore. And then I did notice some lymph nodes pop up in my neck. Then I had some stomach upset, so on May 10th, I did a COVID test. And I had lymph nodes popping up sort of, several places in my neck, and I was getting concerned. A little paranoid probably, but I joked with the COVID doctor. I was like, I Googled, and so now I'm worried that I have lymphoma. And she goes, no. With lymphoma, the lymph nodes are size of strawberries. Like, that's not, I was like, okay. She basically was like, it's not a tumor. Don't be silly. It's like, okay. So then still the sore throat just got worse, so it's not getting better. So Sunday, May 16th, I called my friend dentist, and I said, hey, can you write a prescription for antibiotics? Because my gums and we just stirred up some bacteria when we did the cleaning, and it's just lingering. So she did that for me. I took that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday morning, and I was feeling better. Throat was going away. Still swollen lymph nodes, but they can hang around, so I thought that's fine. But then I got to work, and the vision in my right eye was blurry. And I have had ocular migraines in the past, which can cause this little fuzzy thing. It didn't look quite like that, but I thought maybe it's one of those and it'll go away. So I just went in and went about my work. When I had my magnifying loupes on, I was able to see okay to work. There wasn't any problem with that. So, but when it's really close up, it didn't interfere. It's more distance that it's bothering. So I worked Tuesday. Wednesday went to work, and the eye was still there, and I thought, I should look at that. That's not good. So I called my eye doctor, told them what was going on, and they said, can we call you back? And I said, yeah, I'm seeing patients, but just leave a message and let me know when I can come tomorrow. That'll be fine. And she said, well, is there a number for the staff if I need to get you ASAP? I said, oh, yeah, you could call the front desk. So I went up and told the front desk, I said, you might get a call from my eye doctor. I have a little something going on. We'll see. And so I was seeing a patient, and she came and she said, they're going to see you at 2:30. Oh, okay. So I went over, she looked, did some scans, and there was some fluid behind my retina. And that can pop up for different reasons, but that's what was causing the vision problem. She said, I'm going to do your referral to a retinal specialist, and then we'll see. Okay. And then, so I had an appointment I got called, I had an appointment on Saturday with the retinal specialist. And at the same time on Saturday, a lot more lymph nodes popped up under here, up here, back here, like a lot more. Even some under my arm and in my groin area. And the one on my arm was approaching that strawberry size. So I was getting worried. I saw the retinal specialist. he didn't like the initial thought of diagnosis. He wasn't sure. But with COVID, things are closed down. They couldn't do an angiogram, which is just to look at the vessels back there. Sometimes you can get little vessels that grow in the eye and they leak, and that causes that. But he said there's also, if it's the vessels, what we do is this shot in your eye, and it helps shrink the vessels. He said, so if it's not that, it's not going to hurt anything. And if it is that, it should help. And by then, the department that does the, sorry, I'll have to figure out how to put these two videos together. The department that does the angiogram should be up and running again. So he did a shot in my eye. That was an experience. And then I was going to see him in 2 weeks. And so then it was a long weekend here. So Sunday, May 23rd, we went to a splash pad. It was, Maisie had never been. She loved it. She loves the water, so she had a good time. I'm just getting a blanket on. I'm a little chilly. She had a really good time. That was really fun. And then Monday the 24th, we just had gone for a drive and found this park that was not very busy and not crowded, and we just had a great time. She played in the sand and on the structures and swings and dried chalk on the sidewalk all over, and we had a really nice day. And so then Tuesday, I went to work. I work usually 11:30 to 8 on Tuesdays. Tuesday morning I called my doctor and I said, I need to be seen. This is getting serious. And they said, we can't see you in person today. That's booked up, but we can have the doctor call you this afternoon about 4 o'clock. I said, okay. So I went to work. About 3 o'clock, I was like, I'm just not feeling great. I was very anxious at this point. I knew something was going on. So I left work and had a call from the doctor, went over the symptoms, the lymph nodes, the swollen gums, the increased bruising that Crystal had seen, and the eye. And he said, this is very concerning. You need blood work, maybe a CT scan. He said, I don't know how quickly that'll happen. And I said, if I go to the hospital, will it happen faster? He said, yes. And I said, okay, I'll go to the hospital. So I packed up all the entertainment I could get, magazines and my iPad, and, that was about 4 o'clock. We talked to the doctor, and 4 or 5, I think. Got the baby dinner and, started to settle her for the night and all that. And then about 7 o'clock I left. I was going to go. I wanted to do it overnight so that Maisie and Crystal could sleep, and then I'd come, rolling in the middle of the night and crash in bed, and then we'd, rest the next day, and then we'd wait and see. So I went to the hospital. I was there a while because I actually didn't look very sick. And then they finally did some blood work and came back about midnight, 1 o'clock. And the doctor said, this is some form of leukemia. It's very serious. You're going to go from here to the general hospital where they have the cancer center, and we'll go from there. And I actually drove myself over. I'd be very careful. If I'd been in a car accident, I would not have survived. My blood levels were very low. So by about 2 o'clock in the morning, I was here at the general hospital with a diagnosis of some kind of leukemia. So then on Wednesday, that was really like 2 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday morning. And then overnight and throughout the day, I had CT scans, x-rays, blood work, blood transfusion, platelets transfusion, bone marrow biopsy, and was told that I would be in the hospital 30 to 40 days with no visitors. And that was really the hardest, because I had expected to go home and hug Crystal and the baby. I did more. So a lot of stress and anxiety there, of course. Thursday, May 27th, they wanted to look at a lymph node, so they took one out of my groin. That was pretty simple. More blood, more platelets, transfused. And then I was transferred to the hematology oncology floor here at the General Hospital, and started chemotherapy on Friday, May 28th. So I've done some update videos since then, so you can see those. But this is just sort of the beginning of the journey. I'm going to cut to another video and do a progress on diagnosis and stuff. Thanks, everybody.